Before an application can be deployed to the server, you need to make certain the server is up and running. At any rate, you start out by logging into the server. You want to log into the administration console. Now, to do this, you can start your browser and enter the URL for it, or you can use the admin console from the system menu like this. If you chose to require the password, it will ask for it here. Mine asks for it, but I have the browser enter it automatically for me, so I just need to click the login button. And here is the administration console window. We're going to be deploying a web application, so select Web Application. You can see that this list is empty. There are no applications deployed. To deploy this one, it's a matter of selecting Deploy and then searching for the WAR file. Now this is popped up in the right directory because I've done it before, and it memorizes the last directory visited. Anyway, select the WAR file and then select Open. Now its name is listed in the window, and we can go to the next window. In this window, you can just select the OK button to deploy the WAR file, but I like to run the verifier on it while I do that. There. The verifier has run and didn't complain about anything, and the WAR file has now been deployed. It's in the list of deployed applications, and you can display it from here. You can see that we have selected Howdy App, and the port number 8080 is the one used by this server for the regular web pages. The default number for the World Wide Web is port 80, but this test version is set up to use 8080. But this is not the full URL of the servlet. If you remember, we specified its name in the deployment descriptor as Jabber Howdy. And there it is. The output from the servlet is the one word, Howdy, as a heading 1 at the top center of the page. It's not a very exciting page, but it was produced by a servlet. Now, let me show you something else. The list of applications is shown here, and you can select applications in this list and have them undeployed. There, it's gone. It's no longer deployed to the server. Let me show you another way to deploy things. There is an auto deploy option. Here you can see that auto deploy has been enabled. That's the default, and it polls every 2 seconds. And there is an auto deploy directory. You can use any directory you like. The one shown here is the default, and that's as good as any, so it's the one I use. By the way, the button named Actual over to the right displays the actual path name to the directory. All you have to do to deploy the application is to copy its WAR file into the auto deploy directory and then wait 2 seconds. And that's all there is to it. As you can see, that deployed the application. One way is as good as the other, and there are other ways to do it too. For example, if you look on the System menu for Sun Microsystems, you'll find a button labeled Deploy Tool. This program can be used to gather up all the files that go into the directory that makes up the WAR file. Then it can create the WAR file and deploy it to the server. But it does some other things too, and I suggest you wait a while before you try to use it because it automates everything and can be a bit bewildering at first.